To start on a typical full day of eating for me, I like to have some kind of healthy pastry to go with my coffee. That's like my favorite breakfast of all time. Today it is a citrus olive oil yogurt cake that I made in my last meal prep breakfast video. It is full of super healthy fats and carbs and protein and fiber, just all the things you'd need for a fundamental good start to the day. So that is what I like to have, something light and small just to boost me for a good day, just something little before I head to my workout. Once I get home from my workout, I get super excited and I'm actually motivated throughout my workout to come home before I get ready for the day. It is my second dose of a little caffeine, and it is something I like to take time and create a different version of every single day. Today it is a ginger turmeric matcha latte, and it just, I don't know, doing something super special for yourself, it can just make your day so much better. It takes 5 extra minutes. It saves you actually a lot of money to make these drinks at home, and you just get to be creative, and it's kind of like a therapeutic art form for me. I don't know, it's just something I love to drink as I get ready for the day. So it's super simple. I just start out with ice and then some brewed and chilled tea, a little splash of milk just for fun to have this color separate, then the splash of matcha. I didn't make it perfectly. I'm still trying to learn how to make matcha perfectly. I'm definitely not a pro yet. And then some whipped oat milk foam on top because it just adds a luxurious creamy goodness to the top, and that is just the latte that I love to make once I get home from the gym to give me my second little energy boost of the day. Ciao! Welcome to the video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I am sharing a full day of eating as you've seen by the title, as you've seen so far from this video, kind of like a day in the life / full day of eating. So far I did kind of fake when I ate breakfast because I needed the beautiful sunlight for an aesthetically pleasing YouTube video. But I do eat breakfast before the sun even rises because I'm an early bird. And then I do like 30 minutes of work and then hop to the gym once like the food has settled a little bit, the coffee has settled. Gym session for an hour. Today was upper body. Come back and I make myself a refreshing drink to sip on through getting ready. So I either shower and do the whole shebang, or today it was dry shampoo, you can see from the white in my hair. Throw on a face of makeup, put on some jewelry. Added this little barrette that I don't know if I can actually pull off. I can't tell if it makes me look like good or makes me look like a 5-year-old. It is now 9:30, so the rest of my day will consist of work up until about 1. And then in between 9:30 and 1, I usually make a protein shake. So we will be making that soon in the midst of work. I eat like a very Mediterranean lifestyle kind of way, where I will eat my biggest meal. My biggest meal of the day is most definitely lunch when it's on my schedule, when it's on my kind of day, like when I'm with a bunch of people, whatever, I go with the flow. But when it's a me day, when it's a work day, my biggest meal is lunch for sure, because I just personally, I'm way hungrier in the morning and afternoon. Some people could go all day without eating. They're not hungry in the mornings. I'm starving and ravenous in the mornings and afternoons. I'm not hungry at night. That's just not my personality. So I eat a lot going up to my biggest meal, and then I honestly don't eat much after my big lunch. I will have maybe a late afternoon evening snack, maybe something sweet, savory, something fresh. So that's usually my routine. I mean, the true Mediterranean lifestyle, they actually do also eat dinner super, super late, like at 8, 9 o'clock at night. That's typical, at least definitely in Italy, which is what I'm most familiar with, of course. But yeah, so that's what we're getting into today. Yeah, so let's just get into the day. Some of my pro tips for making the thickest smoothie bowl ever. Start with the liquid on the bottom. It helps it make it super blendable. And then I like to make sure that everything I add, almost everything, is frozen. So I take some Greek yogurt and just smear it into some silicone ice cube trays, like these cute little heart ones. And then I also take frozen berries. Bananas are essential. I also have mango. That helps with the thick and creamy goodness, and then some protein on top. That way it blends super, super well. So that's like how I like to do the layers, and make sure you only start with like 1/4 cup of milk, and then you could always add more. Just you want to start with a little bit to make sure that it's nice and smooth. And then I always like to keep it super simple. I don't add in a bunch of powders or nuts or whatever. I get that all throughout the day, so I just top it off with some crunch. Sorry for the obnoxious light here, but I'm trying to get really much better at making sure that I have really good lighting in these videos, because my apartment always doesn't get the best lighting. So when I'm eating this now, it's about 11, it's 11-ish. After this, we're gonna go into making some lunch. I'm thinking of doing something simple, very Mediterranean salad. So I will see you at lunch. I'm gonna enjoy this massive bowl of goodness. For this Mediterranean salad, I'm starting off with the dressing, which is probably the best part. It is a kalamata olive tahini dressing. It's super creamy, super salty, and full of just delicious flavors. So the base of this dressing is going to be my favorite thing ever, the liquid gold olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, some kalamata olives in red wine vinegar, that's super essential, and lots and lots of nutty, creamy, good tahini, a bit of lemon zest and lemon juice just to brighten it, cut through the saltiness, cut through the creaminess, just really adds more depth of flavor, and some salt and pepper. That's basically it. You just blend it all up together. It is not the most beautiful color. It's kind of like a very light purple brown, but it is delicious. You gotta trust me on this. It's so good. It goes so well on salads. You can even throw it on roasted vegetables, roasted chicken. Just, it's super versatile. You don't need it just for this salad. So next we're gonna go actually into the salad preparation, which is super basic, just cucumbers. I like to de-seed them. This is kind of a little hack that I have if you don't have a spoon ready to go, which I did, I don't know why, but you just kind of cut out the center with all those seeds, because you don't want it to get super watery, and I just like the texture without the seeds, and then just cut them super fine, not super fine, just kind of like a diced cucumber form, because that makes it super easy just to fork it. I like salads that are easy to fork. I don't like massive leaves, massive chunks of this or that. You want to be able to enjoy the food you eat and eat it easily. So just some nice cubes of cucumber, and then I'm going to cube up the tomatoes as well. It's kind of super important, even though it's a little bit tedious and annoying to de-seed them. Just the center of the tomato will make this salad a little bit too soggy, a little bit too runny, and take away from the flavor of that dressing. So I take the extra time to get out the seeds and the juices from the inside, and then also just dice up the tomatoes similar size to the cucumber. That way you can get an even bite of everything good in this salad. So once you have the cucumbers and the tomatoes diced, you can use a red onion. I'm using a shallot because that's all I really had, and I like the milder onion raw flavor of a shallot versus a red onion. So just dice that up. And lastly, lots and lots and lots of herbs. Salads are so good with herbs. I have this hack of just like tightening them up and then just snipping them. And then I also had some mint in there. And then pour on the dressing, and there you have it. I also added in a few croutons, these fig and olive crouton chips I kind of made. I just crumbled up chips actually from Trader Joe's, but it kind of gives it like this crunchy, chewy, delicious addition, similar to a fattoush salad, which is just crumbled up, I think, dried pita, if I'm right. But it just adds another depth of texture and flavor and dimension, and I really recommend adding that as well. So there you have it. And then I also threw on a marinated chicken breast to complete the dish. This is actually a recipe that I already have in a few videos back. I think my Mediterranean meal prep video for za'atar marinated chicken. Everything paired well. It was so delicious. Again, sorry for the massive light in the background. It's just a little bit past like 1:30ish. Yeah. So I, one, have been waiting for the salad all day. Not gonna lie. And two, the lighting is just getting darker and darker by the hour. My morning light is phenomenal. My afternoon and evening light, not so much. Oh my gosh, guys. This salad is so good. I'm truly obsessed with this salad. It is delicious. It's so fresh and salty and crunchy from the fresh cucumbers. Like I said, it's kind of, I got the idea from fattoush salad. It's definitely not a replica at all. It's definitely inspired by fattoush salad. Honestly, I could have even added some honey to that dressing. I might add some honey and see what that does. Oops. But anyways, this is the bomb. And then the za'atar marinated chicken, I already have a recipe for that. I have a whole entire other video for that. So check that out. I'm gonna eat some lunch. Talk to you after. All right, friends, so lunch has settled. I've gotten 70% of my work done. Majority of all my like important work that like needed to get done today has gotten done. So it's time for my walk, my daily walk. You gotta get outside, even if it's freezing cold or snowy and gray, like just 10 minutes moving your body, breathing in fresh air, connecting to your surroundings. It's like the fundamentals of my everyday. Like I truly preach it. I know it sounds corny and cliche, but literally just 10 minutes outside. Like, especially as someone who suffers from insane like anxiety and stress and just constantly overthinking, like a little tornado in my head, getting outside is like the best thing ever for me to clear my head and kind of set me up for a more lighter afternoon, evening. So I'm gonna go outside, take a walk, run to Walgreens, get a birthday card for my grandma, and actually stop at the mailbox because I have a few packages. But I also need to grab a photo or something of my nails while I'm out because you guys, I just got them done. The new nails are phenomenal. She paid so much attention to detail. She's literally an artist. I went to House of Nails in Scottsdale. All right, let's go outside. It's getting kind of late, or not late, but it's just like I'm not super hungry, but I do want a sweet snack. I haven't had anything sweet or decadent all day really, and I usually always have some kind of dessert. So I feel like I can eat something a little bit more filling of like a dessert creation. So what I am making, I have all my things right here. So I have a medjool date. They are super gooey. And then I'm going to stuff these dates with some tahini, and I'm going to mix it with some of my favorite spice, which is cardamom. And then I'm also gonna mix in some pistachios into the tahini. Then I'm going to cover these dates. Once I refrigerate them, I'm gonna cover them in some ruby chocolate. So ruby chocolate is pink chocolate, and it's naturally pink. Definitely more of like a milk chocolate. It's not super bitter, but it's super fruity. And it's gonna look so pretty because these are not the most gorgeous shape. So covered in pink chocolate. So melty and delicious. And then I'm gonna sprinkle on some rose leaves on top, or rose petals. You could even add some rose water into this tahini mixture. I just don't have any. Let's make some cardamom pistachio tahini stuffed chocolate covered dates. I'm gonna start off with the tahini, add a dash of cardamom. Just a little bit goes the longest way. And then I'm gonna sprinkle in a couple teaspoons of chopped pistachios to add a little bit of crunch and saltiness and add another layer of nuttiness. It should look like that. So then I'm gonna take the medjool date. I'm gonna pop it open, but just on one side, not cutting all the way through. So just take the center just like this, open it, and you can see that. So there's a pint in the center, and so I'm gonna take out the pit and I'm gonna try to leave the bottom pretty much intact. Okay, so now I have my little date boat. Pour it into the center just like that. I just pulled the tahini stuffed dates out of the freezer for about 20 minutes. They were in there, and then I melted the pink chocolate. So I just dropped the date into the pink melted chocolate, which is so pretty. I use a fork to let the chocolate drain from underneath to get off any of the excess chocolate. Just like this. I'm gonna scrape the bottom a little bit and then place it on the plate. And then I sprinkle on a little bit of pistachio and a few flakes of rose. They have all been decorated and I've taken pictures and they're all cute. Oh my gosh, they're gonna get real messy. So the chocolate is super milk chocolate, so it melts right in my hands. But look how beautiful. All right. That's a candy bar. That's better than any candy I've ever had. The fruity chocolate, wow. These are incredible. Let me eat one or two of these, probably two, and then we'll chat. Thinking, Caroline, that robe is obnoxious. I know, it's not the most fashionable thing. It's really not. I mean, but it's comfy. Hashtag fashion. I'm really into fashion. All right, so nighttime routine. It's a little bit past 8, so I'm gonna do things to wind down and relax myself. So I picked up this Italian verb drills book because I realized that no longer could I ignore my habit of needing to study Italian. So I got on it, and I thought that I am really good at vocab, but I'm not good at grammar. So of all the types of grammar, I think verbs and conjugation is just, it's the hardest for me, especially where I am right now, which is in futuro, the future tense. And so this is one of the ways I've been studying, plus listening. I like to listen to music. Sometimes I will take a blank sheet of paper in my journal. I will look up a song and write all the lyrics in Italian, and then I will try to translate them by myself, and then of course I'll look up words or whatever. It's just that way I can memorize songs and like actually sing along and know what I'm singing instead of just kind of getting some words here, some words there. So it's really fun because music, I mean, it's so easy to memorize music because you get obsessed with that beat. And then I also picked up this book almost like 2 years ago. So this is a girl who wrote a book, and half of it is in Italian and then it's translated on the other side. And then if I don't understand a word in the chapter, I will go chapter by chapter. I'll write down the word that I don't know, and then once I finish the chapter, and then I'll go back to the sentence and reread the sentence with the word that I didn't know now that I know it, and try to re-put that in my head. So those are all the ways that I've been studying Italian. I do at least 1 or 2 of those different things, and then on the weekends is when I usually watch movies and TV shows. I kind of give myself the break. And then the other thing I like to do before bed is pull out my journal. So there's been an exercise that I want to share with you guys because I'm obsessed with it. The 10-10-10 exercise or worksheet. It is the 10 most exciting desires that I have right now, 10 things I'm most grateful for, and the 10 things I love to do. And the reason why I love this so much is I feel like me personally, I'm the kind of person that like, I just, there's so many things that I love. There's so many ideas that I have. Like, I feel like I often say this all the time in my vlogs, like my brain is a tornado. I'm constantly thinking of like 100 and a billion things at once that I want to start, that I want to do, that I want to do in the future, that it could be a goal or a bucket list or this or that, or, you know, I have so much in my head. And so a way to jot it down and just like self-awareness, kind of get to know myself better, is like, okay, what are the 10 things that I really, really love to do? Like, if I only could choose 10 things to do for the rest of my life, like what would they be? Like when you ask yourself those kind of questions, you kind of like dig deep into yourself to try to get to know yourself better. Yeah, so it's the 10-10-10 worksheet. I really, really recommend it. I'm gonna do mine tonight. I'm gonna do another one. As far as what else I ate today, I mean, you guys saw most of what I ate. I did like pick out a few chips. I had like a handful of almonds because I was like in the kitchen cleaning. I think I had like a handful of strawberries too. I had like super random foods that didn't equal like even an equivalent of a snack. I kind of just picked here and there throughout the day, but other than that, you guys saw like mostly what I ate. I'm not gonna force myself to eat a dinner or all that kind of stuff, because if I'm not hungry, I'm not hungry. You gotta just listen to your body. I had a really low impact workout today too. I definitely, you know, I didn't do like a major cardio session or a major leg workout. I just did a simple upper body workout. So I didn't like on days that I burn more calories or walk longer, stuff like that, I definitely eat more. I just truly listen to my body. And that's what I recommend you do too. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe because it means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much. I hope you are creating a zestful day. Ciao.